It's go time. Make the sales. Get that money. Build your empire. Live your dreams. Apologize to your father. What? No, I'm sorry. I got carried away again. This is episode 42 of Elk Mountain. How's it going, everybody? We're just hanging out upstairs, getting ready for the day. Gonna check out a couple things. I was talking to some people in town, and we were considering getting rid of our horses. It is, trying to find somewhere to get rid of them. We haven't really been able to utilize them to the best of our ability, and they're kind of just taking up space. So it looks like there's not a whole lot new on there. Still that forage wagon that we were kind of considering, but yeah, nothing too new at this store. We will have to buy just one tank of herbicide. I think that we can just go pick up later. We can go finish spraying that one field. Didn't quite have time to finish it up the other night, and that's all right. And while we're here, actually, yeah, so we have a little bit of oat that we've kind of just been saving for our horses. Haven't really been going through it too much. And if you look at the prices here, May is really not a good time for it, and it usually caps out about $2,100. But the feed store right now is actually looking pretty good at $2,400, which is over its kind of year high price. And we do have a little bit of it that we could sell, so I think that might be something we could look into and just kind of capitalize on that opportunity to make a little bit of money and start getting the process of getting rid of our horses, and maybe looking at just putting some sheep there as a replacement, because they'll definitely be better for us long term, giving us more money, that wool. So something to consider, and we'll probably get some of our oats sold and go from there. We do have a few other things we'll probably want to sell, like maple syrup. I don't know if we don't really have that much honey, so we'll probably hold off on that. But I think from our little sale last night that we kind of fell into with that chocolate, making $16,000, that is enough to afford another honey, well, a bunch of beehives rather, and we could even spend a little bit more money. I think it's $19,000 for 33 as opposed to $12,000 for, I think, like only 10. It's so more bang for our buck, for sure. It's almost, we get a third for free in that sense. So something else to consider. We might have to just order some of those later today. For now, we're just going to get these bins moved around because we got some stones to crush, make a little bit of lime as well. Just some odd jobs here and there around the farm today. We got a lot of work done the last couple days. So we're kind of just playing catch up on some yard chores today. We will finish spraying that field at some point, but once we get, some silage put back into our mixer, because I believe we didn't do that. We went out of our way to get some minerals, but we never actually topped it up with silage, so it can't really make any more until we do that. And if I was smart, I probably should have moved that other bin first, hey? Or I could maybe just turn the belt around after we pick up our other bin. Let's see. Maybe that's the play. We just change what we're doing. There we go. We get this one unloaded, and we'll go pick up that other guy. Alright, we got these picked up, and I think we're just going to run these up to the top side of the yard and tip them into our little, boiler, I guess? So we do make a little bit of money from that. It shouldn't be a heck of a lot, but that's okay. Everything adds up. Well, we did not get a ton for that, but that is alright. We got our other container dropped off. Oh, if we want to drop off the right one, that would be awesome. There we go. And we'll get that lime crusher turned around. I suppose we don't need to put this guy all the way away, because we'll probably be using him again at some point. This seems to be a decent spot. Alright, we'll wait for it to detach. There we go. And we will go pick up our trailer to put in some oat. Think we can get away with it in our small one? I don't see why not. Where's our bigger one? It's full of chicken feed. That's right. If we could back it up, that would be great. And we'll just go fill up our oats. We'll throw the cover on there, and thankfully the feed store is nice and close just across the yard here, so we'll go get that sold pretty quickly. I can't think of how much we'll get at the moment, but what, 2,400, 8,000, 8,500 liters? I don't know. Double that, 16,000 again, maybe 20 grand, call it. I don't know, something like that. We'll find out. I could be way off, but we'll find out in a second here. All right, we'll just pull up. Oh, yeah, that's what they buy hay. Come on, Randy. This is what we want. Something like that. Much easier than last time when we were trying to sell all of our produce. And speaking of that, I think we do maybe want to sell some more today. I don't know if we want to try and fund some stuff and just kind of start making money. We have a lot of stuff in the mix, and we don't really have the luxury of waiting until it's all at the best price. Some of the stuff we can if we're busy, but if we have stuff and some time, it'd be nice to just make some money in between. That way we can clear our debt and start just looking at buying some bigger, better things, maybe some more land, bigger, cooler machines. So we'll see. Alright, we'll skip on back over, we'll get this guy dropped off, and we might go load up some of our syrup and get that sold as well. Then head over to the store and grab our herbicide, go finish spraying, and then we're back to kind of doing stuff at our farm, which there is no end of the list of things to do around here. Suppose, yeah, we should get our silage going as well. That way there is a little bit more, wow, coming in hot on the bridge. But yeah, that way there's more mix available to us later today. And I think we do still have some left in the mixer anyway, so we can just throw that in there, make sure the cows are nice and happy. Crops are looking good as well. And there is one miss spot there, which, I mean, I suppose I didn't really take a peek. I just assumed it was all done. But we might have to go touch that up at some point as well. I knew we left our pallet forks on for good reason, and that is to turn this guy around. Honestly, I had no idea we would be doing this, but, well, it does need to be done. So, I think if we just go all the way around the other side with it, or we might be able to squeak by past the gravel, and we'll just put it pretty much back in the same spot, just facing the other way. Lower it back down, that way it doesn't fall off. This is quite a wobbly load. And the nice thing, since we're in the telehandler, we can probably scoot it over, something like that. Oh, this might be a pain to pick up some of those rocks, but that's alright. That should be good, and we can go back and pick up our other forks. Looks like they're just on the shelf there, which is awesome. Nice when things are organized. That way we don't have to really think about where they are. They're just where they should be. Drop that guy off. Come up. Grab this guy. Sweet. We'll get some silage put away and get the cows fed. Move on to the syrup. Let's do it. That's looking good. I mean, it is deceptive now because I feel like we're out in our storage, but really we have a lot ready to go into the mixer here, which is fine leaving out. I mean, we are heading into the summer here pretty quickly. So we just have all of our supplies loaded up in here. And yeah, this building is basically just going to stay full, which is awesome. And as we go through it, I mean, it has... So we have 30,000 liters already mixed up with another 18,000 liters of both silage and hay, 9,000 straw, and of course our mineral feed as well, with everything we have outside as well, and a couple of everything in storage except for hay, which of course we're going to be making next. So I think we're going to do just fine as far as feed goes. Of course, we could look at selling some of our manure. It is kind of starting to get out of hand, and I don't think we need that much. But we could put some more into our greenhouses just to make good use of it. So we'll run over here, get our cows, probably give them... I don't know, we could give them some more straw, make some more manure. Why not? It costs nothing to us, and we're going to be making a lot more straw pretty soon. I think maybe next month in June. I don't know if we're going to be ready to harvest just yet, but we're going to have a lot more coming, so doesn't hurt. We'll get these guys just enough for now, and we won't even bother doing too much else because I think they're gonna be fine for now. We'll have more feed mixed up ready to go later, and we can just kind of continue on. So we'll go probably load up some syrup, go get some of that sold, and head over to the farm store. And just got the e-transfer here. We did make $20,317 from our harvest, and I think I said we'd make 20 grand. Did I not? I don't know. I feel like I'm not usually that good at math, but hey, we nailed it. 20 grand more in the bank. That'll do us just fine. And we're gonna, of course, be making a little bit more here with our syrup. Just keep our stand kind of stocked up for people passing by. And of course, we do have some firewood too that we could maybe consider selling as well on the side of the road, similar to our syrup. Actually, I guess we should maybe do this like we did last time and just drive right on up. And then, of course, yes, our bees too, which we can get another one of those ordered and hopefully put in later today because, well, I think we made a lot from our honey, but we're not making too much honey. That is the problem. So if we can get some more bees in there, that'd be awesome. Get us up to like 43 bees. And hey, it's almost deceptive. There you are, my baby. Alright, we'll hop in here. This guy's definitely got a interesting look to him. I love it. I almost forgot he was in there. And then once we get this done up here, we could bring him on up and load up some of our produce if we wanted to even just make some more money, you know, and kind of capitalize, because I feel like the months after this we're going to be busy with a lot more field work. Oh my, yeah, we can do 2. I know it. Might be a little bit easier to do it this way than stacking them up. I don't know, I don't think we're going to have a full trailer load like we did last time, so it shouldn't take nearly as long, and we shouldn't have to be nearly as tidy with putting all of our pallets down. So that works out. And this little guy is actually surprisingly nimble. You know, I wasn't too sure about him. Oh my gosh, because of the articulation. But now that I've kind of put some hours into it and got some work done on him, I actually do quite like it. You know, he gets the job done. Like I said, if he could handle a little bit more weight, that would be ideal. But, I mean, he does just fine with 2 pallets of these. The honey we'd have to be a little bit more careful with. But that's okay. We could always get him for the produce. Just throw him up there. Leave him up there. Have something a bit bigger down here. But we will see. And hey, maybe with all this money we're making, we could look into something like that. Alright, let's see if we can even just clean up our mess here. Which we wouldn't have been able to do this without the articulation. Look at that. Alright. Just needs to execute. Keep that nice and low. Alright, we just need to not fall off. Alright. Alright, we'll back it up a little bit. You raise the forks up to get it over the load. Now you can straighten up. There you go. Just back it right on up. Wonderful. Alright, we'll get the rest of this done. Hopefully it shouldn't take us too long. And we'll go make even more money. Looking forward to it. Sun's out. Randy's out. Alright, we're just going to pull up here. Try and get nice and close. Hopefully it'll all sell for us. Oof. Alright, of course they're being picky. This one is kind of finicky with how close it wants you to be. That's alright. That's alright. I don't know how much closer we can get it. Oh, there we go. We're good. Sweet, and we'll just keep on trucking. Alright, we'll just hop back into this guy real quick. And we can just load ourselves up and go. That's the nice thing, that we ordered it this morning, so we don't even have to run into the store. We know there's nothing fancy on sale. Maybe it just hasn't updated in the morning. I mean, we were up at 6 a.m., so who knows? Maybe the early bird doesn't catch the worm today, but okay, yeah, this is massively heavy. And that's the other thing with the articulation is actually with these heavier loads, you actually can still steer a little bit. I mean, it's not the best, but with the steering being in the front with the articulation, you can kind of, yeah, get yourself into the angle you want and just, well, just send it. And then just try and keep it lowered down as we go up, and hey, we're good. Keep the forks lowered. And we don't need to get too weird with it. We're on. But trying to get a little bit more centered with our weight would be good. This is where it's tough. It's you can go forward easily, but going backwards sometimes is not the best. Okay, we'll just drop her down there. That'll be fine. We're just gonna head over to what, field 7, something like that, and go finish up spraying, make even more money, which is awesome. I feel like we're just raking it in today, almost unexpectedly. We kind of were, you know, hoping to just chop down some more trees, really, and get some more firewood going. But with all this extra money, who knows? You know, maybe we could do some shopping. Hey, I always get into that mindset, but I mean, it's fun. I don't know. Is there something wrong with it? I just want to pay off the debt so we can buy some bigger stuff. You know, we're getting close to, like, some bigger things. You know, I'm feel it coming. You know, we have a lot more eggs. We have a first full pallet of eggs, which is awesome. And I think as we have more chickens coming, those are pretty much coming every month at this point. So we're overall, I think we're slowly but surely getting there. The cattle as well, you know, they're... Oh, we hit the brakes. Oh my gosh, I was expecting this guy to keep going. Why did you stop? I'm on my side. I don't... Is there a problem? Okay, now you... Sir? This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna throw the hazards on and just swing wide. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye. Oh, wow. Some people. Alright, we're just gonna try not to die. Oh my god. Oh gosh. Yes. That big weight on the front did us harm, but ultimately it saved us from that harm. I don't know. Alright, this is, you know what? You can just hang out there, guy. We'll load this back up. We'll get that loaded up, and we'll finish this field real quick. Right, so that's the field completed. Awesome. We'll get this fold it up, hopefully, before we get to the house. There we go. And we'll head back to our house and probably just get the farmhand to drive us back over here. And we'll go pick up the truck. And we'll carry on from there. Slight change of plans. I did just call the farmhand and ask them to come pick up the tractor. So, yeah, there's a high chance we're going to pass them, and that looks like they're right there. What are you doing? Are you gonna go? I don't know. We'll figure that out. We're gonna get back. I was gonna say, hey, maybe we'll pass them. Maybe we'll race them. Obviously, we're faster than them, but I thought they would have been a lot further down the road by now. Right, so we got that grass patch just, well, patched up. I kind of panicked for a moment because obviously it did have to cultivate some of the grass that was already there and growing, but now it is fully finished up, so that is awesome. Oh, and that sounds like the rain is just starting, which I knew was coming today at some point, but, well, you never know quite when. We're just going to give the cows some food here, that way our bales can start processing a little bit more. And that way they stay nice and topped up as well. And I believe, yeah, you can see our track marks here from before. Oh, that's not even from before. But hey, that's kind of where we want to be. And we're going to get lined up right in here. And get some more feed. There we go. Awesome. I wonder if we'll see some more coming out, or processing as we fill up. I suppose that would make sense, but it looks like all the intakes are full at the moment. Alright, that's definitely a lot easier than having to mix all those bales around and just get the right amount. It just does all that for us. We don't even really have to think. We just have to drive right on under there, which is awesome. Mack truck is kind of in the way here. And I think, you know, we might want to make use of our semi-truck a little bit more. We do have the money. And, you know, I was joking around about spending some more of it, but we are also thinking about making some more of it, too. And the thought of loading up all those pallets right now is, well, not something I really want to be doing when we have some other stuff that we could be doing. So I think, you know, it might be worth investing in a bigger trailer for our truck. You know, I think it's just shy of $30,000, which we can definitely afford right now. We could send the farmhand over to the store, they could go pick it up, bring it back, and we could just get them set off in the front loader to load up the truck for us, and that'll be a great job for them to do, and it kind of frees up just a lot of time for us, and ultimately we can make some money more regularly, and it'll pay for itself probably in its first load, you know what I'm saying? So that might be the play. We can get a little bit more action, well, with the Mack truck in. What is the super liner? We're going to send them off. They're slowly but surely making their way. And yeah, we'll go grab... Well, where is the tractor? I think, yeah, we left it giving feed to the cows, which is awesome. I guess maybe at this point, if it's raining, we'll get some of this straw put in there. That way it's at least undercover and works for the cows as well. This guy would definitely be awesome. We're just inside the office here really quick. Checking out the trailers we can buy, and I think, you know, something like this would be great for maple syrup. So that's definitely something to consider in the future. But I think, or even, you know, just like little things. But I think we do actually want to go bigger than that. Something like this, it is more money to change the color, so something we can do in the future, maybe when we have a bigger, better truck that we can match the color with, but I think that'll do just for now. We'll go ahead and get that. Yeah, just looking at the prices here, like you can see the potatoes are at 680 right now. 687 is usually their all-time high, or yearly high. I think that's as of last year what they went for, and right now we're in May and they're really going up. So, you know, I think maybe a lot of people just probably didn't do them, so they're still really high in demand. Soybeans, again, probably next month is the way to go. You know, we could go to the feed store right now, but it looks like they're all kind of going upwards anyways. So that's worth it to hold off on. And same with our sunflowers. You know, 25, almost 2,600, and the feed store is 2,400 right now. So yeah, we could hold off, but I think, you know, we're not really losing out on too much money. Of course, we are leaving some on the table, but ultimately we're just keeping a nice income going for ourselves. And that trailer probably pay off on, you know, right away this first load. I'm hoping I'm hoping. All right, we're just gonna get a couple little jobs done here while our farmhand gets, well, the new trailer loaded up. I'm excited to see it. And yeah, like I said, hopefully it pays for itself just off today. It might not, but I'm hoping it will. It's also going to come in really handy for all the other things we have around the farm. Sorry, that one bucket load was tough to get in there just for the first one. I was thinking it would probably be smart to get a bucket for the telehandler as well, because that thing, well, it's got the reach for sure. This one, I remember it being a little awkward last time we did this, but looks like that's getting loaded up pretty full. And I did not realize, but I found out that this has a feature that we can make pallets out of it. So in the future, we might be able to do that with the lime as well, which will be good, especially if we have more wood in production, which we are planning to cut some more down today right after this, because we have the equipment for it, so we want to make use out of it as well and kind of get everything earning itself back. Kind of like that trailer is paying for itself. We want to get everything else, all this equipment kind of paying off. We haven't really had a chance to use it too much, but we've just been fairly busy. So I think while that's crushing, we will get the log attachment put on our front loader, make some more use out of the 7 Series. It probably is going to be the next tractor we do get rid of. I mean, it's done us well, and I would love to keep it around for the memories, you know, but at the same time, it does cost us a lot to run, and we could use something newer, bigger, and better. There's some fun stuff out there, so why not? And, well, it's done its job around here, and we're trying to move on to some other things, so we'll see. I'm not sure what is the best area exactly to cut down, but I might throw some lights on just so we can kind of see what we're doing. Alright, well, we got all that finished up. I probably could have saved myself a lot of work by not cutting it so small, but I mean, I did that so it could fit into the firewood processor, but I wasn't sure how big of logs we could really take, and I guess I really, well, underestimated the 7 series, so I think I could have done a lot more there. But we got it all done. It was kind of fun. We learned a lot better how to handle that, well, the piece of machinery to get the logs moved around. That log fork is not the easiest. But now we're kind of all ready to make some firewood. I think first we are going to hop in the Mack truck because we are all loaded up. The first load with all of the seeds from the sunflowers and the potatoes, those got brought to the feed store, and we did actually make like 31,000 from that sale. So that does pay for the trailer and then some, so we're already in the profit as far as that goes. I suppose we should probably turn this guy off. He's just been hanging out ever since we started doing straw. We kind of just left him be after that, so that's done. We probably should get some more water for them as well, but yeah, we're gonna hop in the truck and we'll get some more produce sold. Gonna pull into the parking lot here and probably check our email. We don't need to unattach our trailer. This is our trailer, silly Randy. Wow, 54,000 combined with our harvest income from everything else we've sold. Like, we've cleared almost $100,000 today. Like, that's pretty wild. Of course, you know, we do have our fertilizer costs, some other costs here, our loan interests, our vehicle running costs, you know, some construction costs, new vehicles, all that good stuff. But yeah, I think we've cleared 6 figures today, which is amazing. So maybe we'll check the shop. Maybe it's got some updated stuff for us. And, you know, the more I look at this truck, it just it looks right. Wow, we almost could afford this guy, but yeah, nothing new in here. There is a manure spreader, which, hey, could be useful, honestly. We don't have one of those, and we do have manure. Looks like it holds 16.5 tons, or metric whatevers, 9.5 tons of weight. But yeah, I think that turns out to be like liters roughly. So good size for sure. 150 horsepower, definitely runnable. It is green, so that's awesome too. 36,000. We would still have quite a bit, maybe 89, something like that. But I think overall, I think if we just, I don't know. And yeah, this is tempting because again, it is kind of something we need, but not really. We can get away without it, but we have that manure, so. But is it really going to pay for itself? I don't think so. I think we could maybe figure out a better way to just maybe sell our manure. We are kind of transferring it over, not really needing it on our fields, but at the same time, natural fertilizer is good. So I don't know, that's tempting, but at the same time, we do have another sale tomorrow of our soybeans. I don't think we're going to make a heck of a lot, but you know, that combined with selling our 7 series, you know, puts us in a pretty good spot, like over 200,000, which gets us kind of close into the range of one of these bigger tractors. You know, and of course we don't want to really downgrade on power, and of course we can upgrade something, but I mean, another 60,000 on top of it does kind of push it over the limit, you know, of something that we can get at the moment, right? But yeah, it's definitely kind of getting close. You know we can get that marker, especially if we're saving up for something. So something to look into. I mean, this guy is a beast, and I believe our 7 series, yeah, it does have 350 horsepower. So like at minimum, you know, this is kind of something that we would be looking at if we do want to stick with John Deere. I don't know. So that's something to consider. You know, then again, there is always our Bobcat that we've wanted to get for a while too. So Who knows? But we're looking good there. I think we're going to go grab some dinner in town tonight, you know? We just made a bunch more money. Why not? It's getting pretty late in the evening, so that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.